Today I'll just be doing a quick fade to black in Unity. These are nice just for scene transitions to make things look smoother. So just to explain my setup here, I've just got a blank canvas and I have a button here for fade out and a button for fade in, and I'm going to use these to test it. So what you want to do first is in your UI canvas, just create a new UI image, and this is just going to be the black. So I'm just going to scale this out to fit the corners. And I'm going to make it dark there, and I'll just put it at top so the button's over it, so it looks like this. And now we're going to make our simple script using PrimeTween, and it's going to be very straightforward. So I'll just call this fade to black, like this. And in here, you're going to want to get rid of these. And what we're going to do is declare our values. So you want to declare private const float, and call it fade duration, and this is going to be how long each transition takes. And I'm just going to make it 2.5 f, 2.5 seconds. And we want to reference our image. So private image, and you'll need to import Unity engine.ui here. And now our function, we're just going to do for this tutorial a simple function of this. So public void handle fade to black, and I'm going to pass through a float and call that fade value. And in here you're going to do tween.alpha, and we're going to reference our image, our fade duration, did it the wrong way around, our fade value, and fade duration. So what this is part of PrimeTween. It's going to scale the alpha of the image down to whatever the value is. So we're going to say 1 for fading in and 0 for fading out, and it's going to do it over the duration of this. And now, because we're going to attach this to the image directly, you want to do private void awake and just say image equals get component image. So now here for this tutorial, we're going to set this value in our buttons. But let's say, for example, you have events. You can just say, you can just change this to fade to black. Oh, it's the same name, fade. I'll just call this fade image. And then you could have just a basic public void handle fade out. And you can just say fade image, whatever, or 0. And you can do something like that. So now we're just going to do it, show you what it looks like in Unity. So I'm going to go to Unity. I'm going to go to my image here. I'll just call it fade to black. And I'll drag on my script. And now for our buttons, we're going to reference the fade function. So make a new on click, drag in the fade to black script, fade to black, fade image, and since this is fade out, we're going to make it 0 and do the same for fade in. Drag in fade to black, image, fade to black, fade image, and we'll make this 1. And now here, when we press play, if we fade out, there we go. And when we fade back in, it comes in. So there you go. That's just a simple fade to black to hopefully improve the quality of your Unity game. So thanks for watching.